Kumba Iron Ore, Anglo-American's iron ore business in South Africa, is a world leader in the supply of seaborne iron ore to the global steel industry. We believe in making a real difference in the communities where we operate. Our Sishen mine is an integral part of the Northern Cape economy. It is the only mine in the area that covers the entire John Daulo Gaetsewe district as a labor sending area. This community has a population of about 200,000 people, about 80% of which is rural villages.
In 2012, we spent 80 million rand on social and community development, and we have a budget of 98 million rand for 2013. We focus on education, healthcare and economic development, as well as youth development.
Corporate social investment is of strategic imperative for us as Kumba. Our ambition is to be a positive corporate citizen, a neighbor and a partner of choice. The magic word is partnership. A lot has been attained in partnership and we still believe a lot can still be attained. Up and above complying with our social and labor plan and the mining charter, we strongly believe that our targets are good if they are exceeded.
Sishen Mine has formed partnerships with both the public sector and private stakeholders to ensure the well-being of the people in our community.
We actually pride ourselves in our distinct stakeholder relationship that we do have with our local municipalities. We're working closely together with them. We're making sure that whatever project we embark upon, that we have all the stakeholders around the table. And it's pretty obvious that having good relationships with our stakeholders is actually adding to the successes that we have up to now.
Education is a critical foundation for a successful community. From early childhood development to the teaching of more advanced and specialized skills, we know that economic and social sustainability begin with good guidance and training.
We all know what the situation is with education, and it's utmost foremost important for any country to make sure that we have a quality educational system. And therefore, the biggest chunk of our funding is going towards a seamless educational system, where we actually start with the establishment of early childhood development centers, progressing towards your grade R facilities, and then throughout the educational program, including support to primary schools, your high schools, further education and training, but also looking at bursaries for deserving students.
Education begins with childhood development. We established our first Early Childhood Development Center in 2008 and will be completing our 7th center during 2013, which provides quality education to children from all social backgrounds. We have also channeled resources into the establishment of primary schools and intermediate schools.
The Ben Primary School forms part of the focus that we have on education, and what we've done there, they are part of the EQUIP program. And the EQUIP program is nothing else that we move into our schools where we do a needs analysis, of which the outcome is a 5-year business plan. The good that came out of that for us was that we are no longer in a lucrative manner assisting schools with a request on textbooks, or the next request that you get is for classrooms. The 5-year strategic business plan, that was an exit strategy in terms of the EQUIP process that the schools went through, enables the schools to, in a structured manner, address their priority needs, from the most pressing needs to the less pressing needs over a period of 5 years. Sishen Intermediate School is also part of the EQUIP program. It's a school that is adjacent to the mine. Again, together with the development that is coming along with expansion of the mine, there's an ever-increasing demand for infrastructure at the schools. We assisted them last year with 5 additional classrooms and also a library. And then this year we are completing the hall and also an admin block to assist them in terms of their need for infrastructure.
And we have invested in a technical section at the Katu High School with the aim of developing skills relevant to our area of operation.
A community cannot thrive if its people are not healthy. We are aware of the limited access people in remote areas have to quality healthcare. And so we have mobile health units in operation that assist some 37,326 patients at 4 different sites.
We also formed the Ulysses Jorge Modise Wellness Clinic in Katu to provide healthcare services to the broader mine community and contractor workers. And we support welfare initiatives like food distribution centers, soup kitchens, and a 911 call center. We are fully committed to driving meaningful economic growth. Our approach combines loan funding with good mentorship.
There's a lot of success stories in the projects that we're actually doing. And it's actually not only development that we're doing through enterprise development, which means there's a lot of economic stimulation in the communities, providing them with loan funding, which they would normally not get from banks, but also simultaneously make sure that they've got a full scope of mentorship, which is actually a hand-holding on a daily basis. Whatever the entrepreneur is needed or needing, whether it be marketing advice or whether it's financial acumen, it's a total scope that is offered to the entrepreneurs.
Our philosophy behind economic development is that the enterprises we support must become self-sustaining. We foster a culture of entrepreneurialism. By lending capital and offering sound business guidance, we have helped to develop a bustling commercial center, and the numbers speak for themselves.
Over the past 5 years, we have established 90 small businesses, which have created over 671 permanent jobs. We have disbursed in the vicinity of 39.9 million rand in loan funding, and for the past 5 years, these entrepreneurs have a combined turnover of about 201 million rands.
We have also established in the meantime a very operational cross-functional team relationship with local procurement, which actually means that the entrepreneurs do actually now also have access to the tender processes of the mine, which is resulting in our local entrepreneurs now also obtaining contracts from the mine.
There is a tremendous variety of private enterprises around Sishen. From beekeeping initiatives to driving schools, we support any entrepreneur with a solid business model and a project that aims to positively develop the community. We encourage entrepreneurs to draft their own business plans so that they fully comprehend the costs and logistics involved and have a true sense of ownership and control over their businesses. Successful and established ventures include Timo Gardens, a compost project, a gym, a bakery, tuck shops, car washes, and IT services. The entrepreneurial spirit has flourished and given rise to a brilliant diversity of successful projects. An organic honeybee cooperative was established with 12 beekeepers in one of the poorest areas of the community. Their first harvest has been met with overwhelming demand.
This year was the first harvesting that they were doing. The honey is organic. It's bottled in a very trendy bottle. It's got like a little booklet that tells you the story where the honey comes from and who the members actually are. And there's quite a lot of offtake agreements that has already been concluded, and all the honey has actually already been taken.
Micro-enterprises range from garden services to trendy outfitters to prosperous bed and breakfasts to a canopy sales and repairs business and to driving schools.
Carol's driving school, we have extended her loan this year, enabling her to buy, and it's a first in the Northern Cape province, she bought a mobile simulator, which she actually takes to the rural villages, which enables the grade 12 learners to do their learner's license already through the mobile unit, and they don't have to go to Kuruman to actually obtain their learner's license.
Responsible business practices are seeing small ventures grow beyond all expectations.
Manjering is a very successful project. It started off as an IDP SLP commitment project, but due to the responsibility that was shown by the project members, it actually went to an extent where it's in a phase of commercialization. Osleo Construction is a very, very busy carpentry business in Kuruman, and the work that they're doing is just of a very, very high standard.
Our vision for the future is the self-sustainability of these enterprises. We invest in businesses that can grow and that can stimulate further employment.
Eventually, all of these small businesses that starts at a very small level and with baby steps going forward will eventually all become sustainable businesses over a period of a year to 3 years, which will no longer need our support, but that would have grown into fully fledged sustainable businesses.
The success of these enterprises has positive knock-on benefits for the entire community.
If you just look at households, if you're talking about 500 jobs that were created, and if you're talking about 57 small businesses that has been established, and if you look at an average of around 4 to 6 members in a household, if you do that calculation, it's a huge impact.
As responsible miners, we have a social duty to uplift the people that live in and around the areas where we work.
As you would realize, a lot has been attained and a lot can still be attained working together. Doing this is good business. Real mining, real people making a real difference.